Great memories with this song, right?
Yeah.
It is Book Fair Week, Cubs. Oh, we're so glad you're here today. It is Monday. It's November 18th, 2024. It's Book Fair Week. It's Thankful Spirit Week. It's our last full week before Thanksgiving break. We've got a lot of good things going on.
Yes,
It is. It's a great day. It's Monday. It's a good day.
Yeah. Do we have any birthdays today?
We do have two birthdays. We have Rhea in Miss Muller's room and Addison in Miss Mustard's room. Happy birthday. We hope you guys have an awesome day being mismatched on your birthday.
Yes.
Yeah, we are kind of your reminder right here. We are your reminder that it's Thankful Spirit Week as we do mix and match for you on the television here.
Yeah.
Yep.
True to my word, Levi picked out my outfit. He did a great job finding nothing that went together. So we're doing awesome.
Love
He
that.
did. Good job, Levi.
And tomorrow is what? What is tomorrow?
What's your favorite day?
Yes.
It's cozy day.
Cozy day. So a cozy sweatshirt, sweatpants, cozy bottoms, cozy top and bottom. Your pick. But make sure it's a cozy day of learning.
And not to steal your thunder, but I heard that there's supposed to be some rain tomorrow, which is
really?
perfect for.
Come
Is
see
your
it.
oh really because the rain or my bad dad
No,
joke?
the rain.
Okay.
I wasn't was that unexpected. But
Right.
The
today-
bad dad jokes
Perfect
we
for
expect
cozy
at
up.
this point.
That's true.
But
That's
today is a cloudy day. It did sprinkle a little bit, but the high of 66 today. Our temperatures all week, you can see are, wow.
What
is
is
that?
that?
Accurate? A peek
That is
ahead?
accurate.
It really is.
It really
Is
is.
it really?
accurate. Yeah.
Wow, okay. Well, we'll see when the day comes.
I don't like that it's in the 60s and then in the 30s. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just ready for fall to stay.
I'm going to tell our friends who did the flag football experience, if you purchased that from the wagon or the extra recess, we are looking for good weather days because we think you're going to enjoy your experience more if it's nice out. I know I will.
Yes, and Mrs. Skelton has lots of principals for the half hour to schedule, so I will send your teacher's calendar.
Now
invite
that can
when I
happen
get
whether
the
it's
schedule.
raining or not. That
Yeah.
can, right?
Yeah.
So tomorrow there's a chance. I see like early rain. Maybe tomorrow we'll be able to get that in, but you'll just have to wait and see, Cubs, because we're not sure what the weather's going to do, and the rest of the week is not looking great for
It's
that.
not.
We may even push it to next week, or
Yeah.
next week's a 2-day week, maybe right
Yeah.
after Thanksgiving
Yeah,
break.
we want to make
Whatever
sure
the
your
nicest weather is.
we want to make sure your experience is amazing.
Mm-hmm. All right, speaking of amazing,
Yes.
Mrs. Beaker behind the camera for us.
I
You
know.
did a wonderful job setting up this book fair.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
fun.
It looks beautiful.
It's so great. It made Mrs. Russell happy when she walked in
Oh,
the room.
so happy.
Yes.
I love books. I love to share books, and it is really a great place in here.
Now you can purchase any book that your grown-up is okay with you buying, but we're also going to highlight a book most of the days this week so that you can see some of the options of what you might want to buy. What do you have over there, Mrs. Russell?
Well, I have this book. It's called My Fuzzy Feelings, and it's a book all about feelings and kind of starting with different ones and how your body feels and why that feeling might visit. And then I found this neat thing. You can feed your book. You can write like on a piece of paper a feeling you might be having and then stick it in there.
I love
It's an uncomfortable feeling. Fuzzy feelings.
I love it. I have Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch are much loved characters in the Skelton household, so I love that they're sharing a book. And if you go through it, you can see what adventure Lilo and Stitch go on as they're learning to be friends. And Stitch is learning to be around humans.
This book, I love these Mo Willems Elephant and Piggy books. This is Listen to My Trumpet. So throughout this book, I took a little sneak peek. Piggy has a trumpet in hand, so you can learn all about the sounds and what happens with Elephant and Piggy and that trumpet, if you'd like to check out that one.
Yes.
All right, so in addition to fun in the book fair, we have fun with Cub leaders
We do.
for the month.
Yes.
All right, Mrs. Russell, where would it help you to read?
I'll start. No, I'll do mine.
Okay. For kindergarten, remember Cubs this month, we are focusing on gratitude. So the Cubs that were selected as Cub leaders this month are excellent at showing gratitude, which is just a fancy word of saying super thankful for things. All right, in Mrs. Benjamin's class, Ijen. In Miss Fiore's room, Min Bull Boo. Miss Blackburn's room, Olivia. Mrs. Ridinger's room, William. Mrs. Nab Manjabanu. Mrs. Churko's room, Leo Young. Mrs. Cunningham's room, Gwen. Miss Whistling's room, Sophia. Mrs. Lerman's room, Hatem. And Mrs. Cavender's room, David. Thank you guys for being grateful. Oh, sorry.
That's
I should not
okay.
have flipped it over.
That's right. In first grade, Quinn M. in Mrs. Todd's class. From Miss Canatelli's room, Piper G. From Miss Cora's classroom, Micah V. From Miss Musser's classroom, Kofi O. From Mrs. Patterson's room, Fateh G. And from Mrs. Winkle's room, Logan S. From Mrs. Sprague's room, Olivia R. From Mrs. Morris's classroom, Grayson M. Congratulations to our first grade Cub leaders.
Awesome.
Okay.
And we were missing a few, so we'll have to get those and we'll add them in.
Okay, second grade. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
You're right. There you
Second
go.
grade, Mrs. Wozes, Brett F. From Mrs. Moeller's room, Maverick L. From Miss Kellerman's room, Amaya J. From Miss Nunn's room, Solly M. From Mrs. Shepherd, Piper J. From Mrs. Allen, Ella W. Miss Cox, Nadalyn A. And I apologize if I mispronounced your name. Mrs. Waffogel, Alex P. Miss Buffler, Emmeline. And I'm going to name a couple of teachers that don't have classrooms, but I would like to nominate Rayange from Miss Eggert's room.
All right, thank you. And then going down, Miss Dyer, Charlotte Murphy, Miss Mino, Charlotte Murphy is in Miss Buffler's room, Miss Mino, Bailey Birkenauer in Miss Todd's room, and Mrs. Manning Omar in Miss Blackburn's room.
Let me see, thank you. From Mrs. McLaughlin, we have Oscar M. from Miss Fisher's classroom. From Mrs. Robinson, Ashley M. from Mrs. Todd's room. From, what are these? Sorry.
Miss Abbott.
From Miss Abbott, thank you. The font is really small. If you see us struggling, it is very
It is a true
small.
struggle.
Mrs. Skelton remembered her contacts today, so I'm doing awesome.
True struggle.
Oh, Malachi F. from Miss Eggert's room was the nominee by Miss Abbott. Mr. Winkleman from PE nominated Jeremiah Saki. And Mrs. Seal from Wonder Lab nominated Izzy L. from Mrs. Sprague's room. So congratulations to all our Cub leaders,
Congratulations, Cubs.
showing you were thankful, showing gratitude this month. What a great trait.
Yes.
Mr. Hartman, Mrs. Russell and I noticed something today when we were coming in from car riders. We have lots of students that are remaining in the hallways and not taking a direct path to their classroom, which we love that maybe some of them are stopping by the office to say good morning or stopping by other teachers' classrooms. But it's kind of to the point when Mrs. Russell and I are coming in from car riders, you guys are expected to be at your classroom already, and you're kind of still in the hallways talking, being silly, and those kinds of things. So please remember, when you come into the building, you are to go to your classroom. But Mrs. Russell had some great
Yes.
ideas for connecting
Yes,
with your previous
so I
teachers.
know that you want to go and say good morning to your old teacher, but what's happening is that we are having lots of people in the hallway, and we just need everyone in their classroom. So I'm hearing you say no visiting old teachers. You need to
Yes.
report right to your classroom. But if you're wanting to connect with your teacher, you could write them a letter or draw a picture, and your teacher can make sure that it gets in their mailbox for you. Okay, so write to your classroom. Just because that's the safe thing to do. We may need to find you, and we may not be able to find you if you're wandering the hall or you're in a different place.
Well, and if you get there too late, you might be marked absent. And then
Yes.
your parent would get a very scary phone call saying so-and-so did not
Yes.
show up to school. I know I would be very concerned if I got a call saying my child did not show up at school when I know I delivered them to school.
Yes.
That's
So
scary.
report right to your class after you get off the bus or car line. That's
Yes.
what I'm hearing you say?
Yes.
Okay.
Good tips. I have one quick playground announcement.
Okay.
Yes.
We had 2 playground balls in the parking lot when I left on Friday
Oh,
evening when I
man.
left school. So
Okay.
that means most of the playground balls made it to the container they're supposed to be in. But if we have 2 each day, Cubs, we will go through our playground balls pretty quickly. So we need to make sure those all go back where they're supposed to go at the end of the day. At the end of each recess is a good way to do that. That will make them last a long, long time.
And for Miss Corinne, football playing friends, please be a little gentler. We had some football injuries last week. So remember, 2-hand touch is our situation. We are not trying to throw laser beams. We are not Joe Burrow on the playground. Save that for your football games on Saturday, please.
You can save Joe Burrow comments a little bit too. It's too soon for me.
I apologize.
That's okay. All right, let's do our motto.
Here at Creekside, we take care of others, we take care of ourselves, and we take care of this place.
Creekside Cubs Care.
Bye, everyone.
Have a great day, Cubs. Please stand for the pledge.